Breakfast with James Cannon. BBC Radio Surrey.
Hello, morning, 25 to 8 is the time. Surrey has apparently become one of the places you're more likely to become seriously ill after an insect bite. The most recent government stats showing that more people are infected by Lyme disease in the southeast than anywhere else in the country. Now, it's one of those stories where if you get a friend who's got a tick bite, you suddenly hear all about it. Richmond Park, apparently, particularly, is home to an unprecedented number of ticks, which are becoming growing in the UK. You could also get bitten in your garden, or also whilst walking the dog in a grassy area. In some cases, it can lead to life-limiting diseases, including Lyme disease. All sounds very cheery, this. Let's bring in Howard Carter, who's a bite prevention expert. Howard, morning to you. Hi.
Morning, James. Thank you for having me on.
You've got sort of skin in the game here. You've been affected by this, yourself or a friend?
I've been, friends, actually, very good friends, but I contracted malaria and dengue fever, which is how I got into this business. But no, I've had a couple of friends completely ruined their lives. There's also quite a few people in Surrey. There's been in the press recently. For example, Christopher Goldman, who caught alpha gal syndrome after being bitten by a tick in this last December. It's been. I won't go into the sort of the terrible symptoms, but it can cause anaphylaxis if he eats mammal meat such as beef, pork, or lamb. It's a very unusual disease. It is quite low, but it's come from tick-borne encephalitis. But as you said, the most common disease that ticks carry is Lyme.
Yeah, and what is Lyme disease then?
Lyme disease is a crippling disease that affects the whole body, really. It can cause chronic fatigue, a number of... ultimately, all these diseases are potentially life-threatening, fatal. But what Lyme does is it gets the tick, takes the blood. While it's taking the blood, it injects saliva into the bloodstream, giving Lyme, which has more than doubled in the last 7 years.
I wonder why this part of the world seems to have more. Is it to do with temperature, perhaps?
It is partly to do with temperature. We've heard on the news that on the travel and weather that Wisley has temperatures of 30 degrees, which is one of the highest temperatures in the country. It's Hampshire, Sussex, Surrey, and parts of Kent. The transmission risk has never been higher, and that is coupled with the wet weather that we've had preceding this. So it's to do with climate change, global warming, and it's not just ticks. It's insects as well, such as mosquitoes, Asian giant hornets, and so on and so on.
Right, and with a tick bite, I know because I've had one before, you don't pull it out, do you? There's sort of a technique because you don't want bits of it left in you. And we should also say that not every tick has Lyme disease. It's like, it's just one of those horrible insects you just don't know.
Well, I just want to clarify that 1 to 5% of tick bites, you will get Lyme. So it can be as many as 1 in 20 people that have been bitten by a tick will contract Lyme, which is why it is so important that we carry this message, how to protect yourself from them. Prevention is much better than cure. I've come up with this ticks mnemonic, T, think ticks. I, when you go out, think about the possibility of ticks. I is insect repellent, one containing PMD or DEET, if you don't mind its toxicity. The best is incognito, insect repellent. And then C, cover up bare flesh. Just an inch of bare flesh, a tick can find it, and that's what it's drawn to. K, keep to the path. And keep checking your body after a walk, not just your body, your loved ones, your pets, dogs or cats or even horses. And then S, look out for symptoms. If you've got any symptoms of headache, fever, rashes, you can look up more, then do make a beeline to your GP. Excuse the pun.
Right. The thing with this sort of prevention, and I get that sort of wrapping up and all that kind of stuff, it seems to sort of make sense on the one hand. What I don't get is that my dog has these tablets that I give her once a month, and that's to prevent tick bites, or at least if a tick bites her, it just falls out, apparently. Why is there nothing like that for humans then?
No, the only thing for humans is prevention. Insect repellent is essential in this time of year. I mean, right up into the winter, according to Professor Wall. This is something that's not going to be going away, especially in Surrey. You've got the Royal Park Richmond, you've got Bushey, you've got Old Deer Park. All of these parks contain ticks. The London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine has, from a clinical study, found that 5 out of 6 of these ticks in Surrey and the Royal Parks carry Lyme disease. So the percentage of the chance of you getting Lyme disease in Surrey is higher than other parts of the country.
Which is not great. Howard, appreciate your time this morning. He's a bite prevention expert, and